Hey everyone, it's James from FunFoods, and today I'm going to show you how to make these homemade Mountain Dew marshmallows. Now these were very simple to make, so keep watching and I'll show you step by step how to make these. Now the first thing we want to do is start off with a large mixing bowl. Now if you have a stand mixer, use that bowl because the stand mixer will make things a lot easier on the next step. And to that bowl, I'm going to add a half a cup of cold water. Next, we're going to add 3 of these packages. There's 1/4 of an ounce on each package of this unflavored gelatin. And I'm just going to give it a gentle mix just to make sure all the all the powder will dissolve in there. Now just leave this sit as we work on the next step. Now in a medium saucepan, we're going to add 1.5 cups of sugar, 1/2 cup of water, about 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 cup of light corn syrup. Now just bring this over to the stove and we're going to heat it up until it gets to 240 degrees Fahrenheit. And turn the heat on medium. And we want to stir this only until all that sugar has dissolved, and then we'll stop stirring. Now just stick your candy thermometer in there. We'll wait until it gets to 240 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's reached 240 degrees Fahrenheit. We are going to remove that from the heat. Turn that off and bring it over to our workstation. All right, so now we're going to let this cool down for about 10 minutes or so, and we're going to move on to the next step. Now using our stand mixer that has the gelatin in the bowl with our whisk attachment, we are going to attach this and we're going to mix this on low speed, and we're going to slowly, gradually pour in our heat mixture that we just heated up, and we'll get to making marshmallows. So we're just going to start mixing this on low. And gently pour this right down the side. Nice and small amount, a little bit at a time. And I'm going to increase the speed now. So at this point it's not quite done, but I am going to add my Mountain Dew flavoring. I'm going to add about 1 tablespoon worth of this flavoring in here. And you can see how to make this on a couple of my videos, my Mountain Dew popcorn video or my Mountain Dew pancakes video. And just check it out and you'll see how to make this Mountain Dew flavoring. I'm also going to color it green at this stage. So I'm going to use a little bit of green food coloring. And turn it back on. All right, so let's check this again, and there we go. See how it's nice and stiff? It does run a little bit, but that's okay. It will firm up as we pour it into our pan. Now for this step, I have an 8x8 pan because I want my marshmallows to be nice and thick. And I'm going to put a little bit of vegetable oil in here. And I'm going to take a brush. You could take like a paper towel if you don't have one of these brushes and just rub it around, get it all in there, and even up the sides. Now I put a little too much vegetable oil in here, so I am going to pat it dry with some paper towels. Now just take some powdered sugar, and we just want to dust this, and we want to put a lot on there. Now you just want to take this and you want to dump it out so that only the stuff that sticks to it stays on it. And I'm going to do that over the sink. Now that that's coated and everything, now we're going to come back to our marshmallows that we just made, pretty much. And we're gonna pour this into our pan. I am gonna take a spatula and just kind of make sure we get every bit of this stuff. Now you can pat this down just to even it out, and we're gonna let this sit just as it is for about 4 hours. Here's the best part about cooking by yourself. You get to lick the spatula. It's good. All right, show's over. Stop looking. So I've let our marshmallows sit overnight, and you can feel it, and it's no longer sticky on the top. What I'm gonna do right now is just coat the top of this with some powdered sugar. I also have a knife right here, and I put a little bit of vegetable oil on some paper towels, and carefully just rub it on the knife. Don't cut yourself. And coat your knife with some of that powdered sugar. This is going to help it so the knife doesn't stick as easily to the marshmallows as we cut them, because marshmallows are sticky. So we can cut these. I'm going to cut them right about here. And pull one of those out. Now I'm going to coat this again, keeping it nice and covered with this powdered sugar because this is rather sticky. Now we can cut these into little 1-inch blocks. And just keep cutting these until they're all cut up, and then you can serve them and eat them. Well, now it's time for the taste test. I'm gonna dig into one of these marshmallows. I'm just gonna take off some of that powdered sugar, just tap it a bit, and we're gonna try it and see how it tastes. Pro tip. Don't inhale the powdered sugar right before you eat. You take a bite of the marshmallows. It's good though. Tastes like a really fresh marshmallow. I guess because we just made it. And it has a hint of Mountain Dew to it. It's not like an overwhelming Mountain Dew flavor, but it has that hint of it. You know, marshmallows are kind of bland anyway. They don't have an overwhelming flavor, so it does have a little bit of it. You can always add more flavoring. Well, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching me make these homemade Mountain Dew marshmallows. It's a very simple recipe, so easy to make, and you too can also make these. Just follow right along. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please hit that like button. Also hit that big red subscribe button. If you're not already subscribed, you get new videos all the time. Also hit that bell notification so you'll be notified when the video comes up. And I hope you get a chance to check out some of the videos I have off to the side. I think you may enjoy those as well. And until then, I'll see you next time.